Today is 22nd May. It is our 16th day of this week. 450 DSA Cracker Series. We have done total, I guess, 14 and 15 questions. And let's head on to the next question, that is count inversion. So what is the basically problem statement states here that the given array integers ARR, find the count inversion in the array of the two elements ARRI and ARRJ from the inversion if ARRI is greater than ARRJ and I is less than J. So what does it mean? For example, this array is given. First, let's understand the problem statement. Okay, let's head on to the nodes. Okay, this is the array, and using this array we can understand that what the problem statement is stating. It states that if I is less than J and ARR I is greater than ARR. What ARRI and ARRJ states, it is the notation for the elements of the array. Okay, so basically this is the 0th position of array, this is the first position, this is the second position, this is third position, and this is fourth position. So it is stating that if an array is, if I is less than 1 and 4 is, but for example here, but 4 is, but 2 is less than 4, so it is not satisfying our condition. So 4 comma 2 will not be a pair of this. But on the other hand, if we take first element as compared to fourth element, okay, and you can see what is fourth element. Fourth element is 5, which is less than 4. So it also ARRJ, ARRI must be written, so it is also does not follow the same sequence. But on the other hand, if we take 0th element and second element, then what it shows 2 is greater than 1, and hence it satisfies our condition, and hence one of the pair is 2 comma 1. So count inversion basically a method, basic DSA problem statement in which we used to take pairs from the array depending on the condition, like I is less than J, I is the position of the elements in the array, and ARRI is greater than ARRJ, means opposite, contradictory pairs. We will take contradictory pairs. If I is greater than J, then if it is said to take count inversion, I is greater than J, and if it says to take count inversion, then we will take ARRI should be less than ARRJ. And here it is given I is less than J, so we are taking the elements ARRI is greater than ARRJ, and those pairs which are satisfying this condition are the count inversions of the given array. So what is the basic approach we will use here? We will use merge sort to solve this problem, and recursion, such that we get our count inversion pairs. Let's start coding and solve this problem. Okay, so basically the class is defined, and here the function is also defined using parameter self and arr. Now what will be our next step? That is, we will again define a merge function, merge arr comma temp comma left comma mid comma right. These are the parameters of merge function. I is equal to left, j is equal to mid plus 1, k is equal to left, and inverse count underscore count is equal to 0, while I is less than equal to mid and j is less than equal to right if arr I is less than equal to arr j, then we will form, oh shit, I forgot to put a semicolon. Let me first complete the code and then we will run it, and if it works then I will surely explain you what I have did here. Okay, mid minus I plus 1, then we will increment the value of j, So basically we have completed our whole code, and let's compile and run this code and let's see whether it passes this test case or not. There's a runtime error in line 21, so let's see the line 21. Temp sorts. Okay, I have put it wrong. I made it list, but it is a element. Now it is giving right output that total number of pairs it can make, like it can make for I greater than j 4 comma 2, 4 comma 2, 3 comma 2, 5 comma 2, and 5 comma 4. Total 3 outputs can be formed, as we can see here that 1 2 3, total 3 pairs can be formed. Okay, so let me explain you how I used brute force approach to solve this question. First, we have here class defined. Solution class is defines a class name solution following standard Python OOP structure. This is a typical in coding platforms like LeetCode or Geeks for Geeks. Then we have defined inversion count. Then we have used the merge function. From here we have started our coding, that is we have defined a merge function. This nested the function merges two sorted subarrays, ARR left to mid and ARR mid to right, mid plus 1 to right. Like in merge, in merge sort, we divide array into two parts. It has 5 elements, so first 3 elements is divided into one part and last 2 elements is divided into another array. Okay, then these two arrays, like first array's first point is then uh, pointed as a 0th position, and that mid plus 1 to last, that is a second position. From left to mid and mid plus 1 to rightest. Total there are 2 arrays, and from that 2 arrays from 3 elements there are 2 more arrays can form, and from one single array of 2 elements there are 2 elements can also be formed. Then after that, when we get each element separated, then we sort that according to ascending order, and then we will get the output by comparing it. Okay, so after comparing it we get this I. Here it also counts inversion that occurs here in this function. It also counts the inversion that occur when elements from right subarray are placed before the elements in the left, and I is equal to left, j is equal to mid plus 1, k is equal to left, inversion count is equal to 0. I comma j are the pointers for the left and right subarrays respectively. K is the index in the temporary error used for merging. Inversion count inv underscore count keeps the track of number of inversions. Then we have created a while loop showing that loop through both the subarrays as long as neither is fully traversed. Then we find if loop, if arr I is less than equal to arr j, temp k is equal to arr I then incremented. If current element is in the left array is less than or equal to the right, no inversion, copy the element and move on to the next one. Then we have created an else loop where uh, if arr I is greater than arr j, it's an inversion. All elements from I to mid are greater than arr j, so mid minus I plus 1 inversions are counted. Then copy arr j to temporary array, and then we have incremented j. As you can see, there is a j plus 1 is denoted. Then we have written k plus equal to 1, move the next position in the temporary array. Then we have created another while loop in which copy any remaining elements left in the sub array. Then we have created again while loop for the right elements to copy any remaining element in the right sub array. And then we have created another iteration of for copy the sorted and merged elements back into the original array, and finally we have given the return the number of inversion counted during the merge. Okay, then we have defined a MergeSort function divide and conquer. This is what the crux of this basic problem, that is inversion count. As you can see here, it is also written the definition of inversion count. Okay, so using the merge sort function, this is the basic and most important thing here, and very important concept for DSL Go, that we have, if an array is given, then each element is separated, divided, and then conquered. That is also called divide and conquer uh, function. This function use recursion to divide the array, and count inversion using merge. If left is less than right, proceed only if there are at least two elements to sort. Then we have written mid is equal to left plus right double divided by 2 to get a whole integer. This gives find the midpoint to divide the array into two halves. If it is odd, then it gives the nearest most significant number. It is even, then we will get equally parted array. Okay, then inversions on merge sort arr temp parameters are given, recursively sorted the left and the right halves and accumulate inversion counts. Then inversion count merge sort mid plus 1. What mid plus 1 denotes, recursively sort the left and right halves and accumulate inversion counts. After that we have inversion count merge arr temp left mid right. What does it shows? Merge the sorted halves and count cross inversions where left half are greater than right half elements. Then it gives return inversion, return the total number of inversions found in this range. And then we have formed initialization and return create. We have created a temporary array to assist in merging without modifying the original array directly during sorting. Then we have returned the merge sort, start the merge sort process on the entire array and return the total inversion count. This will give the total inversion count of the given array, and we finally we can get our solution that this given array, like this given array, just loading, this given array has total 3 count inversions present. As you can see here, 3 count inversions present over here. Okay, let's submit this code and let's check whether it passes all test cases or not. Wrong answer, it passes only 5 test cases. I have made some mistake. Okay, let's see what I have made mistake. Ask Yogi AI bot. There is a problem here over I have seen that during compilation it passed that problem, but I made some mistake, I think. Let me check from the starting. Mid plus 1 inversion count equal to 0, line 21 error mid temp k is equal to error I plus j k I plus I right temp k. What is key tip? Solving the sample test case does not guarantee the correctness of the code checked against avoid static and global variables. Okay, I have to avoid static and do not print anything else mentioned in the statement. Okay, temple JRRI, this is right. Inversion count, return inversion count. Okay, return inversion count is written correctly. I in range left right plus 1. Left right ARR terms. If right is it is equal to left plus right 2. Okay, mid plus 1. Return inversion count temp 0. Okay, then this is written correctly. no inversion के we have made this for no inversion and this for copying the remaining elements if any. Then we are copying remaining elements for right subarray, and this is for copying merged elements, and this is recursive function that sorts the array. And at the end we have defined a temporary array and initiate the merge sort process. Yes, I did everything right, why it is not showing that it passes all test cases? Okay, I will see the problem statement again, and if possible I will surely get back to you. Until then, this solution is right and I have to follow my stick and I have to complete this. We'll see it tomorrow. Thank you.